It was a dark, stormy night over the vast expanse of the Atlantic Ocean. The waves crashed violently against each other, and the wind howled with an eerie intensity. The date was June 1, 2009, a day that would soon be etched into the annals of aviation history for all the wrong reasons. Air France Flight 447, en route from the vibrant city of Rio de Janeiro to the romantic capital of Paris, vanished without a trace. It was a routine flight, one of many that crisscrossed the skies daily. The Airbus A330, a marvel of modern engineering, was carrying 228 souls. Passengers and crew, each with their own stories, dreams, and destinations, seemingly disappeared into thin air. There were no distress calls, no mayday signals, just an eerie, unsettling silence. The cockpit, usually a hub of activity and communication, was ominously quiet. The world watched and waited, glued to their screens, hoping against hope for a miracle that never came. News channels broadcasted updates around the clock, but there was little to report. The disappearance of Flight 447 sent shockwaves across the globe. It was a stark reminder of the uncertainties that still lurk in our technologically advanced world. The flight had encountered severe turbulence, a stark reminder of the unforgiving nature of the skies and the fragility of life. Pilots are trained for such conditions, but sometimes nature's fury is too overwhelming. The mystery of its fate deepened with each passing day. Search and rescue operations scoured the vast ocean, but the wreckage remained elusive, hidden beneath the waves. Families of the passengers grappled with agonizing uncertainty. Memorial services were held, candles were lit, and tears were shed, but closure remained out of reach. The pain of not knowing was a heavy burden to bear. Investigators worked tirelessly, analyzing data and piecing together clues. The eventual recovery of the black boxes provided some answers, but many questions still lingered. The tragedy of Flight 447 remains a somber chapter in aviation history. Flight 447 was a routine international flight. On board were 216 passengers and 12 crew members. They represented a tapestry of nationalities, backgrounds, and dreams. There were families returning from vacations, couples celebrating anniversaries, and individuals embarking on new adventures. Among them were seasoned travelers and first-time flyers. Each passenger carried their own story, their own hopes and aspirations. They were connected by this flight, unaware that their journeys would be forever intertwined by tragedy. In the early hours of the morning, faint automated messages began to emerge from the aircraft. These ACARS messages, transmitted automatically, hinted at electrical malfunctions and inconsistencies in airspeed readings. The messages were fragmented, cryptic, and deeply concerning to those who could decipher them. They painted a picture of a struggle, a fight against the elements and failing systems. It was clear that something was terribly wrong aboard Flight 447, but the exact nature of the crisis remained shrouded in mystery. Inside the cockpit, confusion reigned. The autopilot had disengaged. The pilots, faced with conflicting airspeed readings, struggled to understand what was happening. The aircraft, flying through a raging thunderstorm, was buffeted by severe turbulence. The situation deteriorated rapidly. The pilots, overwhelmed by the cascade of alarms and conflicting data, made a series of fateful decisions. They entered a stall, a dangerous aerodynamic situation where the aircraft loses lift and begins to fall. Section 5. The search begins. As dawn broke, the terrible truth began to sink in. Flight 447 was missing. A massive international search and rescue operation was launched, spanning thousands of square miles of the Atlantic Ocean. Planes, ships, and submarines from multiple nations scoured the seas. They were looking for any sign of the missing aircraft, any debris, any clue that could shed light on the tragedy. The world held its breath, hoping against hope for survivors, but the vastness of the ocean seemed insurmountable. Section 6. Sifting through the wreckage. Days turned into weeks. The search continued relentlessly. Finally, debris began to surface. Pieces of the aircraft, personal belongings, and tragically, bodies were recovered from the ocean. Each piece was carefully collected, a grim jigsaw puzzle of a tragedy. The discovery of the wreckage confirmed the worst fears. Flight 447 had crashed, claiming the lives of all 228 people on board. The focus now shifted to understanding what went wrong, to piecing together the sequence of events that led to this catastrophic loss. Section 7. The black boxes speak. The recovery of the aircraft's black boxes, the flight data recorder, and the cockpit voice recorder was crucial to the investigation. These devices, designed to withstand immense pressure and impact, held the key to unlocking the secrets of Flight 447's final moments. The data retrieved from the black boxes provided investigators with a chilling second-by-second account of the flight's final minutes. The recordings revealed the confusion in the cockpit, the struggle of the pilots, and the terrifying speed at which the situation unraveled. Section 8. A fatal chain of events. The investigation into the crash of Flight 447 was long and complex. It involved experts from multiple disciplines, all working tirelessly to piece together the puzzle. The findings revealed a series of technical malfunctions, human errors, and systemic flaws that contributed to the disaster. The icing of the pitot tubes, sensors that measure airspeed, played a crucial role in the chain of events. This led to inconsistent airspeed readings, confusing the aircraft's systems and disengaging the autopilot. Section 9. Lessons learned. In the world of aviation, every incident, no matter how tragic, serves as a crucial learning opportunity. The crash of Flight 447 was a tragedy that sent shockwaves through the aviation industry. It was a stark reminder of the vulnerabilities that exist in air travel, and the profound impact such events have on the families of those lost, as well as on the aviation community as a whole. This catastrophic event led to a deep reassessment of safety protocols, pilot training, and aircraft design. The industry had to confront uncomfortable truths and make significant changes to prevent such a disaster from happening again. The investigation highlighted the critical importance of pilot training, particularly in dealing with unexpected situations and unreliable airspeed data. Pilots now undergo more rigorous training programs that include extensive simulation of emergency scenarios, ensuring they are better prepared to handle real-life crises. It also led to changes in aircraft design, with a focus on redundant systems and improved ice detection capabilities. Engineers worked tirelessly to develop and implement these advancements, understanding that every improvement could save lives. The lessons learned from Flight 447 have made air travel safer, but the memory of the tragedy serves as a constant reminder of the importance of vigilance and continuous improvement. The aviation industry continues to evolve, driven by the commitment to never let such a tragedy occur again. The legacy of Flight 447 is one of resilience, learning, and an unwavering dedication to safety. The crash of Air France Flight 447 left an indelible mark on the aviation world. It underscored the complex interplay of human factors, technical limitations, and the unforgiving nature of flight. The tragedy forced the industry to confront uncomfortable truths about its safety practices and the potential for human error. The legacy of Flight 447 is etched in the countless safety improvements implemented in its wake. It's a testament to the resilience of an industry striving for constant progress, always learning from its mistakes to prevent future tragedies. Section 11. Remembering the lost. Years after the tragedy, the memory of Flight 447 and the 228 lives lost continues to resonate deeply within our hearts and minds. The pain of that day lingers, a stark reminder of the fragility of life and the unpredictable nature of our existence. Their stories, though tragically cut short, remind us of the preciousness of life and the importance of cherishing every moment. Each individual on that flight had dreams, aspirations, and loved ones waiting for them. Their lives were intertwined with ours, and their absence leaves a void that can never truly be filled. The families and loved ones left behind carry the weight of their absence, their grief a poignant reminder of the human cost of such disasters. They gather at memorials, hold vigils, and share stories, keeping the memories of their loved ones alive. Their strength and resilience in the face of such overwhelming loss is a testament to the enduring power of love and community. Let us remember them not just for the tragic circumstances of their passing, but for the lives they lived, the connections they forged, and the love they shared. Each smile, each embrace, each moment of joy they experienced is a part of their legacy. We honor them by remembering these moments and by striving to live our own lives with the same love and compassion they showed. Their memory serves as a beacon, urging us to strive for a safer world and to honor their legacy by cherishing the gift of life. As we release lanterns into the sky, let us also release our hopes for a future where such tragedies are prevented and where the memories of those we have lost inspire us to create a world filled with peace, love, and understanding.